Hello, welcome back. So today I wanted to just do a quick and short Bicester Village haul and recap of what shopping was like in April 2022. Just as a little bit of background, I went with my friend. It's kind of one of the traditions that we do, or one of my favorite activities to do with her is to go shopping with her. Both of us really like luxury and all that kind of stuff, so we go to Bicester quite a lot. But yeah, I thought I would just show you what I got. It was very, very restrained. When we went to Bicester, both of us had kind of a structure and a brief that we really wanted to adhere to. We didn't want to buy anything that we always tend to accidentally / impulsively buy at Bicester. For me, it was shoes, and for her, it was also shoes and maybe some bags as well. So we wanted to focus on things that we knew were missing from our wardrobe, things that we had been keeping an eye out for, either full price or on the high street, to see if, you know, there are good deals luxury-wise, to get those alternatives instead. So I think I stuck to my brief pretty well. I did end up with one thing that wasn't on my list, but I hope, you know, now that you've seen my previous 2 Disney World videos, that you would kind of get why I was so drawn to this item. So yeah, I'll just get started. So the first thing that I purchased was from Balenciaga, which you can see from this bag here. I didn't have this specific item in my list per se, but I don't know if you struggle with this, or it might be just a me thing, but I have a very big face. Like, I don't know if you can notice, but my face is quite large, and for me, sunglasses have always been a pipe dream. I've always kind of looked for sunglasses. I really wanted, you know, cool looking sunglasses that like are slightly oversized. There's like one from Prada that I really like that's kind of like a cat eye shaped with a kind of thick band that looks amazing on not normal, but like smaller shaped faces. And because I have a square jaw and a wide set like temple here, my whole face shape is quite squared and wide, that it wasn't oversized. It was actually quite small on me, the Prada sunglasses, so it was quite sad. And sunglasses shopping for me specifically kind of feels like jeans shopping sometimes. I just don't enjoy it, but I'm always kind of like on the lookout for a good pair that I could just go as my go-to. I do have a lot of sunglasses, that to say, but like none that are truly the oversized feel and shape that I wanted. So I finally found these from Balenciaga. We were in the Balenciaga store. I wasn't even, you know, like specifically looking for sunglasses, as I said, but always at the back of my head. And like one of the things that I will try on for fun would be sunglasses, just, you know, just in case, just to try my luck. And this time it finally paid off. So it comes in a glasses box like this. It's quite standard, but it is a leather box, and it's quite heavy actually as well. And then the inside is lined with the Balenciaga pattern suede, which is quite nice. And then it comes with a dust cloth, of course. And then these are the sunglasses. They are quite massive. It's amazingly bug-eyed, I think. It kind of also looks a little bit like pilot sunglasses, or like the goggles that you wear when you go like paragliding or something. I don't know, but I really loved it. And then when I saw it with the details as well, like this kind of has a ropey situation detail over here. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, over here. So it's kind of textured, but it's just acetate. It's not like any texture or anything. And it has Balenciaga on the back right here, as you can see, in kind of like a cursive script thing. And when I tried these on, I was just so happy. They kind of gave me almost Audrey Hepburn kind of vibes, but like obviously with normal size sunglasses or regular face shaped size sunglasses, it's not going to have the same effect for me. And it somehow even made my face look a bit smaller, which I was so excited about. And then the side is really thick as well, so I really liked it. My friend Jocelyn actually didn't like them, but I really love them, so I got them anyway, and they're so comfortable because my face is quite large as well. You just saw me do something weird. Because my face is quite large as well, and I have a very small flat nose, Asian fit nose, I can't wear sunglasses without it sliding down. But because this fits kind of like on the side here, it clamps down on the side rather than resting on the nose. It's very secure. So I'm just so happy. I think I found my go-to pair of sunglasses, so I'm really happy with them. They were 210 pounds, so definitely not like cheap. I was kind of hoping for like 180 or something, but I was thinking 30-pound difference for a pair of sunglasses that I wouldn't find very often in that size, from a brand that I like and with the same quality as like luxury brands. I just thought, you know, I'll just go for them. So yeah, these are the first things that I purchased. And then I was mentioning that I wanted to shop from some trousers. Essentially, I really wanted some utility side pocket trousers that are a light color, that's not black, and that's not a jean color. Basically khaki or light brown or maybe a stone color. Those kind of three colors were what I was looking out for. And a lot of stores had similar trousers but not utility shaped. It was more straight cut or kind of tailored wool trousers, and I wanted it specifically for summer to wear with either sandals or, you know, slingback mules or, you know, dad sandals or things like that. So I wanted something that's a little bit more of a utilitarian vibe rather than a smart tailored vibe. So yeah, that was kind of my brief. And we went into a lot of stores, actually BA and SH, after I went to Isabel Marant, which is where I bought these trousers from. Had a really good alternative as well, but I had already bought these and I was more happy with them, so I just decided to go with these instead. But it comes in actually a really hilariously large bag. It was this big. I don't even know if you can see, but it's like essentially more than my torso length. But I really like these tote bags that they give you at the Isabel Marant outlet. I don't know if that they give it to you in the regular Isabel Marant stores. I've never actually shopped in the full price stores, only the outlets. But yeah, these are really handy kind of tote bags to have. And my trousers, crinkly, sorry, came in tissue paper like this. I'm gonna unwrap it because it's very noisy. It's probably not going to look like much on camera, but as you can see, it's a beige kind of stone khaki color. I love it. It's kind of sand colored almost as well. And it has silver kind of buttons and hardware with a darker khaki stitching piping all throughout it. So you can see the kind of definition of all that, where all the stitches are. And my favorite part is these pockets that are on the side. When you actually wear them, the pocket juts out a little bit more as well. So it almost has kind of like a Britney Spears in 2000s vibe, but like very high-waisted, so definitely not low waist. And it has, you know, more pipe stitching detail over here, and then just quite a standard backside, but it has the V, which I love in jeans and trousers because it kind of gives you a bit of an illusion of a bum lift almost. So I really like that, and it kind of points the direction to where the cheeks of your butt would be, if that makes sense. And then really nice deep pockets that are very, very large. And yeah, these are kind of like a tapered leg, so I wouldn't say that they're straight legged or anything, but not so straight or tapered that it feels too skinny, if that makes sense. So it's still kind of loose and baggier around the ankle and the under the knee, so calf area, which I found quite flattering. And this is Isabel Marant Etoile, so it's not Etoile? I don't know. So it's not actual Isabel Marant. I feel like the bottoms from Isabel Marant are cut in such a flattering way, and they have really cool styles that are a little bit edgier and casual. So if that's kind of what you're looking for, I definitely recommend checking them out. And they're often in sales as well. So even outside of Bicester, if you go to Net-a-Porter or Matches or Flannels or Essence, things like that, like they would always kind of be on sale, especially during end of season sales. So yeah, these are the trousers. And then this next item I am extremely excited about. Definitely wasn't planned. It definitely wasn't something that I wanted to get necessarily. Just a little bit of a backstory. I recently went to Walt Disney World with my boyfriend for 2 weeks. Came back from the trip. During the trip, I absolutely fell in love with the whole concept, the idea, the whole Disney World vibes, and like everything that, you know, was going on in the parks. I just felt so much joy during that trip. So then afterwards, everything that has a little bit of a Mickey Mouse or like anything that has to do with Disney characters, me and my boyfriend somehow have noticed it everywhere, and we're seeing basically Mickey Mouses in the sky. So I don't know if this is just like craziness, optical illusions, I don't know, but essentially Jocelyn, my friend, wanted to go into Gucci for some ready-to-wear items to see if they had anything good. Actually, on a side note, she found a kind of cropped button-down shirt that was like really cool cut with a little like tweet bird. It wasn't Disney, but like it was a bird embroidered with Gucci on it. It was amazing, and it was 190 pounds actually, so pretty good prices. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention the trousers that I bought. These like utility jeans that I bought were 190 pounds as well. So yeah, so I think good deals. A lot of the clothing items and ready-to-wear items in Gucci outlets was still quite expensive. I saw this Gucci's times Doraemon, which is my favorite animated character whilst I was growing up. It just felt like, you know, this year I'm just kind of tapping into the more childish side, which is like I'm quite happy with. But yeah, it was a animated character that I loved when I was growing up, and I would used to watch the cartoons every single time after I came back from kindergarten, I think. But yeah, we found like a bunch of sweatshirts and like printed shirts made out of silk and stuff in that collection, but the sweatshirt, which I'll show here, was still £500. So that's a little bit much for me, especially to spend on a sweatshirt. So I decided to opt out of it, but I just wanted something that was Disney. They had the Disney times Mickey collection there. They had some watches as well with Mickeys on it. They had just a lot of stock. And outside of Disney as well, they had, you know, the floral collection, the tie-dye collection, the neon colors as well. And then they also had the cities. So I believe like New York and London, and the New York Yankees kind of sportswear collection was also at the Bicester outlets at the Gucci store. So definitely, if that is like collections that you are interested in and you're in the vicinity, do go and have a look, because they had a lot of stock from what I can see. Okay, so we spent about an hour in Gucci just walking around and trying things on, and it was amazing. There was a sales associate there called Manuel who was really helpful and really nice, and he was very genuine. I think I find that, you know, sometimes at the outlet stores, I mean, even within Gucci, like we were trying to go upstairs with an item in hand and we got yelled at by a security guard. He was just so angry for some reason. And, you know, in outlets, sometimes it can get a little bit stressful because there is kind of the air of it being kind of a bargain shop, I guess. And people are less treated like it was luxury, which again, it's fine. But, you know, the whole like getting aggressive thing, I didn't think was on, to be honest. But Manuel was really sweet. But I found a bucket hat that I just couldn't leave. I really love it. It is basically Donald Duck and there's a little rocket ship which kind of reminds me of Space Mountain and all of that, but it's in a canvas Gucci material and it's lined in another cotton material as well, so over here. And you know, I was looking at eBay actually for bucket hats for like in this collection, and they were selling for over retail, but it was at the outlets for £200. So this was £200. I believe the original price was, I can't find it here, but I'll find it and put it on. I think the original price was £400. They also had the Doraemon bucket hat that I love, but I just wasn't the biggest fan of the red trim, and also the GG logo was in a very pale gold hardware, which is not my favorite either. So I like those two elements combined, I just wasn't the biggest fan of it. But when I saw this bucket hat, I just really loved it. I really felt like I really wanted to get a piece of this, and it also kind of looks, might be justifying now, but it looks more fashion Disney than just like I came from the parks Disney, which, you know, sometimes in London I guess it could be a bit odd wearing just like Disney World things. But I mean, I guess I don't really see a problem because I've been going out with my Disney Spirit jerseys, which will come in a haul later. But yeah, so I have quite a big head, so I got the large, so that would be the 59 centimeters, as you can see over here. It has room, so maybe I'm like between a medium and a large. But the small somehow also kind of fit, but I just didn't want me to buy the small just because I just don't think I'm a small, if that makes sense. So yeah, I bought this bucket hat. I love it. It's just something that makes me so happy, and it like, I don't know, it just kind of appealed to the more emotional side, I guess. And again, if you've watched any videos, you know that every single purchase I made is essentially emotionally driven. But yeah, it just kind of reminded me of the trip. It still felt like cool enough, I think, hopefully, to wear outside in the streets of London and things like that. So yeah, I bought this, and it wasn't planned, but I really have no regrets. So yeah. The last thing that I bought, which might not be super exciting, was the just UGG slippers, which I'm already wearing. I basically buy a new pair of UGG slippers every year. I find that with UGG slippers, even though they're amazing and I swear by them, I do find that the bottom here wears out quite quickly within a year, but I don't think it's like the product's fault, because I do wear it every single day for an entire year, just trotting around the house, and I'm not being gentle with it either, and it gets thrown around. So, you know, that's something that I'm okay investing once a year in. And this one was the only store of the ones that we went to that was participating in the 20% off VIP private sale, which you sign up to be on their mailing list, and you can get 20% extra off in participating stores. And most of the stores weren't participating, but UGG was one of them, which was great. So I got another pair of these slippers. So I think that was everything. I think I went quite restrained. The things that I bought were majority accessories, but I did buy a pair of trousers, which I find, you know, quite difficult to look for. I had a very, very specific brief, but I think that the ones that I bought from Isabel Marant, Etoile, was hitting the mark. So I'm really happy with that, and I definitely can see myself wearing that with a lot of different just kind of crop t-shirts maybe, or even just an oversized like sweatshirt but tucked in, so like tucked in under the bra, so you can kind of still see the high-waisted detail and things. So I'm excited about that. The legs are a little bit long. I'll either roll them up for the time being and then maybe look to have it tailored, because the taper doesn't go so dramatically that taking it up in length would really affect it too much, I don't think. So yeah, that was everything from my Bicester Village haul. Overall, the shopping experience this time around was really good. I think the discounts weren't as crazy as they used to be, I don't think, or I mean, it never was too crazy for items that were like hot ticket items, but definitely the variety was there, and there was a lot more stock kind of across different ranges for a lot of different stores. And one thing that I've noticed actually as well is that they started having kind of sections. You know, I noticed that in Gucci, Isabel Marant, Balenciaga and all that, that they had specific sections that are for current selection at full price. So you can even get like boutique items at the outlet. If you were looking for a specific thing, couldn't find it, but then, you know, decided that you like the full price version more from current season, then you can still have the option to go there instead of like, you know, trekking all the way back to Selfridges or something like that to then get the full price item. So yeah, I hope this haul was entertaining or helpful, and thank you a lot for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!